Crash, as I continue this week for newer members, some might see the Fit Aid drinks in here and what they are. They are not energy drinks. They have no caffeine, or they have very little caffeine. There's no sugar added. They're recovery drinks, and they do help with recovery. They have BCAAs. This has creatine in it. They have a whole glucosamine. They have a whole host of things within the drink that help aid your recovery process. And they're pretty tasty. These, I think, taste like Flintstone vitamins, if you're old enough to remember Flintstone vitamins. These are more of a lemon-lime kind of taste. And if you take these at any point, we have a sheet here up front that's between there. You just write your name and tally what you take. And at the end of the month, I'll put it on your bill for however many you take for the month. So if you see people drinking these and wonder what they are, that's what they are. They're not energy drinks. They're not Red Bulls. They're not Bangs or nothing like that. They're just something to help you recover, to start to aid that recovery process. And they're, like I said, only 40, 45 calories. So it's not a sugary, super sugary drink that's like 200 calories that's going to crush you as far as calories are concerned. So Friday, last week of the day, we're gonna do a little skill work, and then we're gonna kind of ramp up the intensity as we go through this. So we're gonna start with a 10-minute EMOM of 3 muscle ups. If you can't do muscle ups, then the 10-minute EMOM, you're gonna try to do 5 strict pull-ups 1 minute and 5 ring dips the next minute. So if you can't do a strict pull-up, scale it. Make your strict pull-up. If you use bands, I recommend you use bands for strict pull-ups. Make it challenging, make it a 5 challenging pull-ups, building some of that strength, that pulling strength, and then 5 ring dips. Again, if you need to use a band for that, make that challenging too. Work on that depth, because if you ever catch a muscle up, you're gonna catch it super deep in the dip of the muscle up for your first time. So you need to be able to press out from that super deep position. So if you're working on the ring dips, don't go super shallow and go deep where your hands get pretty close to your armpits. We're gonna rest a few minutes. Then we do a 10-minute EMOM of 2 Turkish get-ups every minute. This could end up being pretty challenging and pretty aerobic, because the Turkish get-ups probably gonna take 10 to 15 to 20 seconds to do it. Pick your weight, whatever you want. Pick whatever kettlebell you want. If the kettlebell's too tough, you can get a dumbbell, but work on that form. A Turkish get-up is great for your shoulders. It's great for your overall body. When done correctly, they're an excellent movement. So we're gonna do that for 10 minutes, 2, 1 per hand every minute. And then we're gonna end with something really highly aerobic. We're gonna do every minute on the minute 10 sumo deadlift high pulls with 75-55, and then 10 ski jumps over the bar. So you pull it 10 times really quick, and then you'll put it down and do 10 ski jumps. Over and back equals 1. So you actually do 20 total jumps. So to get what essentially is 30 reps, to get that done in a minute, you have to move pretty quick to get yourself any kind of rest to try to survive this last EMOM. The one thing I want to point out with this last one, with the sumo deadlift high pulls, is don't just bend over at the waist all the time. Make sure you get your butt down. Even though it's lightweight and you have to move fast, if you're just bending over, picking up, you will tire your back. You might hurt your back, even with super lightweight. Get the butt down, use your legs, much more muscle in your legs and your lower back to help with those sumo deadlift high pulls. Have a good Friday, have a good weekend.